exciting game. It was a little tough. So just came up short there. They got a really good team. The way Braxton plays, and running around's a tough dude. And made a bunch of plays on us. They're back. Big Carlos hit it downhill. So gave up some points, but we battled offensively. A little off, but close. We're getting there. Made another play in special teams. So I appreciate it. I got a lot of respect for our kids and the way they're fighting, the way they're coming. It's just disappointing to be short again. That is a good football team we played. I think they do things in a great way. So I appreciate our kids fighting and competing with them. We got to find ways to get W's. And we're close. We'll just keep plugging at it and keep working at it as we keep moving forward. So being close ain't good enough, though. So anyway, what questions we got?
What do you think of the offense? I think it was the most points Indiana's ever had against a top 10 team. What do you think about the way the offense played, especially there?
It was 3 points, not enough. Well, 4 points. I thought they struggled a little bit early. We went with Nate at the end just because you're down 3 scores, give him a little bit of work, and then, we get hot and make a play and get an onside kick. And he had a couple of nice drives. But, Cam, if we don't have some drops in the first half, Cam's going to be a little bit better. Didn't think he was horrible. We didn't have, an interception. We were lucky. They dropped a couple. I think Cam had one at the end and Nate had one at the end. So, or Cam had one earlier. So, my deal is if you can't, it's a team game. So, if you can't score, they got to hold them to 2 or 3, and if they can't stop them, you got to score, 52 is what it needed tonight. So I never look at, hey, you scored. It's never offense against defense. It's the dynamic of putting it together. And sometimes your offense is going to struggle and your defense and special teams need to cover. Sometimes your defense is going to struggle and your offense has to cover. And so it's just, again, we're not into stats of most points and not getting the W or something. So that's, it's so we can throw that one out. We don't want to be known for that.
Coach,
good question, but keep that in the positive.
Coach, the time of possession after the third quarter was 2-1 in favor of Ohio State, and 4 of your first 5 drives were less than a minute long. So, to what degree, if any, do you feel like fatigue wore down your defenders?
A little bit. Third down stops. Our first 2 or 3 and outs. And, they got a pretty good defense now. They just kind of, initially was playing base. And same time in our first 2 drives, we had 2 drops. We had a wide open guy on a boot pass play, too, that we just missed it, guys. So of our first 6 plays, we had 2 drops that moved the chains and a wide open guy that we just missed. And that's going to happen when you got, kids playing. You're going to be off. But, Ohio State's going to do a great job running the ball. A lot of their pass game comes off of play action, so it's high percentage, so the clock's going to move. We're right now, without being dominating with big linemen or tight ends or big backs and not having a running quarterback, we got to make our plays a little bit more in space throwing, and that just leads to a formula where, the numbers are off. But, when you look at time of possession, they had 79 plays and we had 78. So if we're having a home run derby, they got one more swing than we did. And so it's really about snaps and plays. And, when they're milking the clock and run, what's the time of possession? They had the ball for 13 more minutes, got one more snap. So in some ways, I think that's why their defense fatigued, because you're repping plays fast, and they got tired as well. So that time of possession is always up. When the clock's running, the only thing I like about time of possession was that minute and a half we got off the end of the first half, because we were just trying to get to the locker room. So I appreciate the way that first half ended.
Coach, what positive things do you take away from this game to make you better next week?
I think our team has shown repeatedly the way we came back game 2, the way we battled game 2 when Trey got hurt, the way we came back game 3, second half at Northwestern, the way we competed this week. I think our team believes in itself, and they keep playing. They play hard. They keep coming. We're not getting results we want, and we don't want to be, like the Old Testament with a group that was wandering in the desert and started doubting things. We're going to keep coming. We're going to stay on track. We're going to keep doing what we're doing because what we're doing is working. We don't have results yet, but what we're doing is gaining. What we're doing is working, and we're challenging some seniors and leaders to keep this thing going because we're close to having some success. And it's not because we had a close score. We've had repeated. We've had 3 weeks in a row where we've had a kickoff return, then we've had a onside kick, and today a blocked punt, where we have scored points in 3 different special teams. You can probably go back a long time if we're doing stats over there. And when's the last time we had 3 straight games of special team scores in 3 different phases? That's showing to me a team that's getting better. So we're getting better. We just Got to keep working, and even when we start having W's, you got to keep working when you're getting W's. We're gaining on it when we're not having game success, and when we start having game success, we got to keep gaining on it. Because our whole deal is teaching these guys every day, get a little bit better, and it's not just on the field. Get a little bit better, everything you're doing, and keep coming every day.